Hi, Miss Teresa, your host and dance movement teaching artist here. Welcome to Listen.Think.Leap, the creative movement podcast where all you need is yourself, your imagination, and a bit of space. Today, we are going to dance out a directions game. So, go ahead and put your screens down, turn your volume up, and get ready to dance, because it's Listen, Think, Leap. Now, before we get started, here's an important message for the grown-ups. By dancing along at home, you understand that the activities in this podcast carry a risk of injury. And if someone gets hurt or something gets damaged while participating, you will not hold Listen.Think.Leap liable. So, double check to make sure any and all sharp corners, objects, slick spots, pets, and people are safely outside your dancing space. If you have to move something to make room to dance, make sure to ask a grown-up if it's okay first. If you need to adjust your dancing space, pause the podcast now. Ready to dance? Here we go. So a big part of being a mover or a dancer is being aware of your body and space and what direction you're traveling. You might not think a lot about that when you are doing free dancing or playing outside or playing sports, but body awareness and spatial awareness are so important to keep yourself safe by not bumping into things or other people, and to know what your own body is capable of doing. So today, we are going to play a movement game where I give you a step, and we're going to try that step high, low, side to side, and forward and backwards. If you are seated, you can still do this activity by using your arms to do the action of reaching high and low, side to side, and forward and backward. You're still building body and spatial awareness. Ready to try it? Here we go. Start by standing or sitting tall. We're going to begin by bending your upper body. Your feet or your seat will be super glued to the floor and chair, so you're just moving your spine. So go ahead and go up high. See if you could stand or sit taller. Good. And now down low. Shrink your spine so you are small and shorter. Now side. Bend your spine to the side like a half-moon curve. Excellent. And side, bend the other way, a half-moon curve with your spine on the other side. And now forward, bend and curve your whole upper body. You can try and touch your toes. Nice. And backward. Curve your spine back, reaching the top of your head to touch the wall behind you. Excellent. Now bring your spine back to the center. Good. Now let's try tiptoes. This step will travel when we get to side and forward and backwards. First, let's tiptoe up high. On the tips of your toes, really reaching the top of your head to the ceiling. Fast feet. Good. And now tip down low. Fast, quick feet. But maybe you have bent knees so you're scurrying fast like a mouse. Good. Now let's tiptoe to the side. Try to keep your belly button facing front when your tiptoes shuffle to the side. And now tiptoe to the other side in the other direction. Good. And now tiptoe forward. Excellent. And tiptoe backwards. Remember to stay aware of your space and stop before you run into someone or something. Good. And now return back to the middle of your space. Now let's try marching. Can you march up high? Knees up high on your tiptoes, spine tall, and march down low. Baby marches. Your knees are bent and your feet are barely lifting off the floor. Good. Now march to one side. Is it hard to travel sideways while marching? Good. Now try marching to the other side. Knees are up. Excellent. Now march forward. That one should feel easy. And now march backwards. Watch out for people or things behind you. And stop and return to the middle of your space. Okay, let's try jumping. Can you jump up high? Higher as high as you can. Good. Now jump low. What does that look like? Feet barely off the floor, tiny jumps. Good. Now jump to the side. Excellent. And jump to the other side. Good. And now jump forward. Excellent. And jump backwards. And come back to the middle of your space. Nice. Now finally, let's try running. First run in place. Up high, tall. Spin knees up. Run. Good. And now run low. Crouch down small. Feet are still moving really fast. Good. Now run to the side. Again, trying to keep your belly button and shoulders facing forward. Excellent. And run to the other side. Good. And now run forward. And stop. And run backwards. And stop. And return to the middle of your space. And give me one big spin around. Excellent. And stop. And relax. Thanks for exploring body and spatial awareness with me today. Before we go, let's take 3 relaxing breaths. Go ahead and inhale and exhale. And breathe in and breathe out. And one more time, breathe in and breathe out. Today's episode was produced and edited by Teresa Simpson. This episode featured music by Open Music List with theme song by Sander Kalmagier. For the latest Listen.Think.Leap news, check us out on Facebook and Instagram. And if you enjoyed today's activity, consider sharing this podcast with a friend. As always, thanks for moving with me. Till next time, remember to put down your screens, get on your feet, and keep dancing, kids.